It's almost unimaginable to think that a first-generation 56-year-old Asian woman, wife and mother of 3, could win 4 out of 5 consecutive action pistol championships.
For me, I don't need to be a big, heavy person to master this. I'm a mother of 3 kids. My oldest daughter is about to graduate from college. So to them, I'm just showing that you can do whatever you set out to do.
Born in China, Vera and her family moved to Hong Kong when she was very young and lived there for 8.5 years until they immigrated to the U.S. when she was 12. She holds a Bachelor of Arts degree in graphic design from the State University of San Francisco. Multi-talented, Vera has held a real estate agent license, taught college-level courses in art illustration, as well as raised 3 children. She also assists in her husband's business as an investment manager. Vera Koo presents herself as proof of the age-old edict that anything is possible in life and the sky is the limit. Though Vera grew up with all the traditional learning of a quiet Chinese wife, she broke the mold halfway in life. Vera's belief that the United States of America is a place where opportunities can flourish. For any woman with focus, determination, and discipline can succeed beyond anyone's expectations at any age.
I came to the United States when I was 12 with my parents and my brother and my sister. And from what I can remember, I think my mom raised me to be just a good wife, good mother, very good daughter-in-law, just a very good person, a good housewife, maybe a good cook. College education was never really part of it, but I managed to finish college. But in any case, I was raised to be a subservient, obedient Chinese woman.
Vera found the chance to learn that all subject matters are capable, and it's the process itself of striving for excellence that is more satisfying than even the end result. Of the many lessons that she learned throughout competitive shooting, self-reliance and perseverance are only a few.
From the shooting sport, I've learned a lot of things that I wouldn't have gotten otherwise. Because as a competitor, you have to rely on yourself. So if you have problems, you have to take care of it. If you are scared, you have to take care of your fears, keep it under control. And if you're having a hard time and you almost cannot finish, you have to finish it. So throughout the experience of competitive shooting, I have learned about self-reliance, perseverance. I have learned about independence, independent thinking, and I think the self-confidence part just kind of grew with the sport as I do better and better.
As a 4-time National Action Pistol Champion and a member of the American team in the World Action Pistol Championships in New Zealand and Italy during 1999, Vera Koo has been involved in handgun shooting for over 10 years. Originally as a precaution, she decided to take a class in firearm safety at De Anza Community College in Cupertino, California in 1985.
I was afraid of guns. And my husband has a few guns, and he tried to educate me. He tried to show me how to load and load, but I just couldn't do it. I can't remember. So I went to take a class, which ended up to be a 2-year education in firearm safety class. And I believe that to learn about it, to learn about the procedure, about how to safely handle a gun and learn how to shoot it accurately, would just alleviate my fear and give me a better understanding about guns.
While Vera took firearm safety classes under the guidance of an excellent instructor and avid bullseye competitor, Vera developed solid fundamentals in marksmanship. Competitive from the beginning, she set goals for herself, such as practicing to become the best woman shooter, which led to her becoming the overall best shooter in her class. Her goal-oriented approach led to an extensive 2-year education in firearm safety and handling. Ever ambitious, Vera trained and developed her skills for other local competitive handgun competitions, such as bullseye, silhouette, and IPSC club matches. Though a mere beginner, Vera doggedly attended well-known IPSC matches, such as Aware in Massachusetts and other regional championships. She knew that by forcing herself to attend difficult competitions, she would hone mental skills crucial to her success in future competition. That early effort has paid off.
At the beginning of shooting, I did some IPSC, and that is like a scenario shoot. It's very much like what SWAT training for. So it was not particularly my type of, it doesn't match my personality actually. I'm more of an accuracy shooter. I am one that can perform under heavy pressure. So I would go to 4 places all over the country to attend these IPSC shoots. And that, in those days, really gave me the mental toughness to persevere in my competition.
Her single-minded dedication and relentless practicing earned her the notice of many of the area's veteran competitors, most notably Jim O-Young, who mentored Vera and introduced her to the world of steel challenge competitions.
This woman came up to me and she says, "Well, I heard about you and I'd like to know if you'd give me lessons." And I said, "Well, I'm sorry, but I'm very, very busy and I don't take students." She was persistent, very, very persistent woman. She started showing up at the range and said, "Do you mind if I watch you practice?" I said, "Fine, certainly, you may watch me practice." Then she said, "Well, may I watch you practice and ask you questions while you practice?" I said, "Okay, sure, go ahead." And then from there she says, "May I share the range with you?" I said, "Okay." And then it turns out, "May I share the range, ask you questions, and shoot with you?" I said, "Fine." I guess, you know, little was I to know this woman, Vera Koo, who sort of kind of eased her way in to become one of the, from those humble beginnings, to become one of the best women shooters in the history of the sport is really, really phenomenal. The fact that she never ever gives up, albeit though with a little bit of prodding, that is the mark of not the match winner, but the mark of a champion, and she is a true champion.
Later, and under the guidance of Mr. O-Young, Vera entered the American Handgunners World Shoot-Off Championship in Montrose, Colorado in 1995, and again in 1996, where she won the top woman title. Vera was introduced to Bianchi and became involved in action pistol shooting in February of 1997, the book to supporting shooters and the shooting sports. The event originated in 1979 by John Bianchi of holster maker Bianchi International. In 2001, Vera held the distinction of being the first woman to place in the overall top 20 at the Bianchi Championship match, as well as setting a world record in the women's division for the highest women's score in the practical stage of competitive action pistol shooting in 1997. She attributes her quick development in the Bianchi Cup to Ichi Negato and Mickey Fowler's invaluable advice and help in training.
Oh, people goes to prom, but the average woman don't have enough strength of upper body. I couldn't so it's when they come on, it won't be like a man. Men go fast and they delay, like women delay like a half second, something like that. So that cost them, cost women little disadvantage.
The Bianchi Course of Fire consists of 4 separate matches. The practical event. From the appropriate shooting line, the shooter fires at distances from 10 yards to 50 yards under varying time limits. Competitors shoot from both standing and prone positions and are also required to shoot with both strong and weak hands at various stages. The barricade event. From within shooting boxes and behind barricades, a shooter fires at targets on either side of the barricade at different distances under varying time limits. The falling plate event. From the appropriate shooting line, the shooter fires at 48 of 8-inch round steel plates arranged in banks of 6 at distances from 10 to 25 yards under varying time limits. The moving target event. From within shooting boxes at distances ranging from 10 to 25 yards, the shooter fires at a target moving from left to right, then from right to left, with the target being exposed for only 6 seconds, moving at 10 feet per second. In May 1997, after only 2.5 months of training in this new sport, Vera attended her first match, achieving a respectable total score of 1896 and a world record for women with a score of 480 with a 40X on the practical stage. she won her first woman title at the Bianchi Cup in 1999, the same year that she won top woman at the European Action Pistol Championship in Terni, Italy. Ranking 6th overall, Vera placed in top 10 with well-known competitors such as Doug Koenig, Bruce Pyatt, Mickey Fowler, and Riley Gilmore.
I think she's very diligent and works hard, and I think it shows. It paid off. She won the match this year and has done very well in the past, and her hard work is showing.
1999 was a good year for Vera. In November, she traveled to New Zealand as a part of the American team to participate in the 3rd annual World Action Pistol Championship, where she and her female competing partner Julie Golaski won first-place team women.
Vera is amazing when it comes to practice ethics. She's always out there. She's very dedicated. She's at the practice range all the time for Bianchi and at all hours, and she really puts a lot of effort into it.
Vera again won top woman, with the added distinction of being the first woman to ever shoot into the top 20 overall at the National Bianchi Championship. In May 2002 and again in May 2003, Vera repeatedly took the top woman title at the same national championship.
I'm very grateful to make all the accomplishments that I have made. I believe I have paid my dues, and I worked hard, and I overcome the being a woman, an Asian woman, being an older Asian woman. So I have a lot working against me when I first started. But I guess I never let any of those bother me. It was just something that I focus on what I'm doing, what I'm learning, and I work hard. I work hard to get the job done for myself, mainly just for myself. And today I'm here, I am happy. I feel that in any case, in the profession, if you are good at what you're doing, you get respected. It doesn't matter who you are.
At age 56 and recently becoming a grandmother, Vera energetically juggles the rigorous hours of handgun practice with the demands of real estate investment management, her 3 adult children, and spending time with her husband of 35 years, Carlos. She also enjoys time spent gardening, cooking, and entertaining friends.
I'm very happy today because I feel that I have struck a balance that I feel is right for me between the traditional Chinese woman's role and the new, more independent self that I am today.
Aside from competitive shooting, Vera is an expert snow skier, windsurfer, and equestrian, and she enjoys water skiing, parachuting, and skiing double black diamond runs in the winter. When asked about her future goals, Vera replies enthusiastically that she enjoys challenges and wants to learn how to fly single-engine propeller planes.
I've learned a lot of sports because I thought that was part of my job description as a wife. So, but the good thing about it all is, through all the hardships and determination about learning the sport, I learned about work ethics. And that was tremendously important for me in my shooting. I think the next thing, I'm going to have to learn how to fly a single-engine plane because that's also part of my job description. My husband's flying those. I have to be his co-pilot.
For the Masters,
True to form, Vera plans to branch into another shooting sport, the Masters competition, involving the use of various styles of firearms in each competition. She says that entering the Masters represents a major challenge to her, and since she has no idea of the technique or equipment holding required in 2 of the 3 stages in the match, it's like starting from scratch again.
I took up Masters because a legendary shooter offered to teach me. And I thought that was such a tremendous opportunity for me to learn something new. Also, I'm getting a little bit bored practicing for Bianchi over and over again for the last 7 years. And, you know, at the top is incremental improvements, no matter how hard you work. And it's the same for everybody, every athlete. Masters had taught me quite a new things, even though I've only been in it for 1 year. And I think the first year when I was out there trying to learn it, And halfway, and I thought, oh gosh, no wonder no woman wants to do this. This is so sweaty, dirty, tedious. It's very frustrating. I don't know what I'm doing. And by the time this match comes around, I'll be scared stiff. I will be just horrified. But mind you, I'm already 2 world titles and 4 national titles. Later, I'm just scared. So, but I'm going to stay with it because I think I can conquer my difficulties in time.
With her destiny undetermined and her constant drive for new challenges, she willingly maintains optimal health, fitness, and increases her longevity potential, total wellness.
I feel that life is really great after 50 because all along I took care of my body and took care of my mind. And I believe everybody can do it.
We'll take the guesswork out of her next mission, but monitor her successes as Vera advances to the next level, on to the next challenge. We can rest assured knowing that she is dedicated to achieving optimal health, fitness, and peak performance physically, mentally, intellectually, socially, emotionally, professionally, and spiritually.
I feel I received a lot in life. And I like to give some back. I like to help people, to motivate people to do their personal best. And if I can do that, it's an extra bonus in life for me.
Vera Koo, female, Chinese American, wife, mother, over 50. Anything is possible in life, and the sky is the limit.